So welcome back, students. In the previous class, we were talking about the consequences, then lesson of the emergency. That's what the consequences. What happened during the emergency, right? Was the emergency necessary, logical, illogical? Everything you can say. All those things already being we have discussed, right? Now, today maybe that we are going for the last modules of this particular chapter. Politics after emergency. मैंने emergency के बाद हुआ क्या? That's what exactly the politics after the emergency. Most importantly, you can say just after the emergency, there was the general election. There was an election, general election being conducted. And the result of the general election itself will tell that it was either logical or illogical. And the declaration of the emergency was justified or not justified. This is very true. अगर इलेक्शन में इंदिरा गांधी जीत जाती हैं तो फिर तो लॉजिकल ही है, जो की थी सही की थी. She did for the nation, she did for the people. अगर इलेक्शन में इंदिरा गांधी और कांग्रेस यू कैन से अगर हार जाते हैं, so that's a direct mandate. That's a direct mandate that whatever you did, that was not acceptable, that was illogical, that was unconstitutional. That's why जहां पे इतना ओवरऑलिंग विक्ट्री के बाद अगर वो हारती हैं तो so let's see क्या हुआ होगा इलेक्शंस के बाद. So you know that during the time of the emergency itself, it was JP, Morarji Desai, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, many more Acharya Kripalani, so many, all the veterans, political leaders, they were underground, either underground, else put inside the jail. Still, you can say there was large-scale agitations across the country. The most valuable and the lasting lessons of the emergency was learned as soon as the emergency was over and the Lok Sabha elections were announced. Emergency खत्म होता है and immediately लोक सभा इलेक्शन होता है. इंदिरा गांधी को लगा कि इमरजेंसी के टाइम में जो भी वो करेंगी, जैसे भी करेंगे, तो अपना वोटर्स को और बाकी चीज को मोटिवेट करवा के एंड पॉलिटिक्स को ऐसे स्ट्रीमलाइन करेंगे कि आने वाले इलेक्शंस में उनको कोई दिक्कत ना हो. लेकिन हुआ क्या? 1977 elections turned into a referendum on the experience. What is a referendum, Ayush? What is the difference between referendum and election? And louder.
So referendum means when a poll, it is like a poll taken publicly, yes or no.
Yeah. And elections, you are having wider choices. Referendum is very simple, you can say. Referendum means that whenever anything, any verdicts or anything you can say, and you wanted to take the feedback from the public or feedback from the people, and the feedback are in terms of yes or no, agree or disagree. That's a referendum. आप ये चाहते हैं कि नहीं चाहते हो, खत्म हो जाता है, right? So why it was called a referendum, though it was an election 1977, because जो emergency हुआ था, emergency के लिए ये referendum था. अगर गवर्नमेंट जीत जाता है, अगर इंदिरा गांधी फिर से इंस्टेट होते हैं, तो जो रेफरेंडम इज इन फेवर ऑफ इंदिरा गांधी. बट इफ इंदिरा गांधी will lose the elections, the referendum is against or the verdict is against Indira Gandhi. Right. So the situation was in 1977 elections turned into a referendum rather than election, because whatever the things being done during the time of the election, it was repeatedly being told that the emergency was unconstitutional. That was arbitrary rule. The opposition fought with the elections and a slogan, slave save democracy, because whatever the things being done in that particular year, everything against the basic principle of democracy. The people's verdict was decisively against the emergency. The lesson was clear and had been reiterated in many states level elections thereafter. Government that are perceived to the anti-democratic are severely punished by the voters. In this sense, the experience of 1975-77 ended up strengthening the foundation of democracy. And this is very true that though still India is in infancy in terms of the democracy, but लोगों को क्या डेमोक्रेसी है, डेमोक्रेसी में क्या राइट्स होना चाहिए, हमें क्या प्रिविलेज मिलना चाहिए, सब चीज पता था. And it's a great blow to the political party or the arbitrator like Indira Gandhi. And it's a good sign for the democracy, restoration of the democracy. It means the people, they knew what exactly democracy is, what democracy means. and what are the rights and the privileges that one should have during the time of the democracy, and क्या रहना चाहिए क्या हटना चाहिए, everything they knew it. लोकसभा इलेक्शंस 1977 होता क्या है? January 1977, after 18 months of emergency, 18 months of emergency, generally what is the duration of the emergency? The first, whenever you
6 months.
the emergency,
6 months.
6 months. Then
Sir, 6
अगर एक से उसको recommendations करके फिर 6 महीना बढ़ाया जाए तो 6 महीने बढ़ाते जा सकते हैं, 2 से 3 साल तक बढ़ाया जा सकता है ये. So 18 months of emergency, you can say the government decided to hold election now. Accordingly, all leaders and activists were released from the jail, because already I told you yesterday that though they are under preventive detention, you can say they kept in the jail, but none of the case being filed against them. Anti-national का कोई case उनके against में फाइल ही नहीं हो पाया था. Elections were held in March 1977. This left the opposition with very little time. And election ऐसे time पे वो declare की कि opposition को time ही नहीं मिले कि वो एकजुट होकर इनके against में fight करें. But political development took place very rapidly. The major opposition party had already been coming closer to pre-emergency period. During the pre-emergency period, during the emergency, you can say the agitation movement was going on at that time. Almost all those big oppositions, you can say, they are already together under one umbrella. Now they came together on the eyes of the elections and formed a new party known as Janata Party. The new party accepted the leadership of Jayaprakash Narayan because he was the chief architect of the JP movement, or the movement against anti-democracy. The new party accepted the leadership of Jayaprakash Narayan. Some leaders of the Congress who were opposed to the emergency also joined the new party. Some other Congress leaders also came out from the Congress and formed a separate party under the leadership of Babu Jagjivan Ram. This party named Congress for Democracy later merged with Janata Party. So Congress या तो split हुआ या तो कांग्रेस से लोग निकल के आके जनता दल में मिल गए. तो कांग्रेस धीरे धीरे वीक होना शुरू हो गया. और कौन छोड़ दिए थे? The veteran political leaders. Still the leaders, those who do believe in the democratic system, or the old leaders, you can say. The Janata Party made these elections into a referendum on emergency, and again, the government, you can say, the Janata Party, this particular political party under Jayaprakash Narayan, they took an election as a challenge against referendum. It's a referendum against emergency. What does it mean? It means very clear that the emergency which was being declared by Indira Gandhi was justified or not, logical or illogical, constitutional or unconstitutional. That is to be proved. That's it. Its campaign was focused on the non-democratic character of the rule and on the various excesses that took place during the period. In the backdrop of the arrest of the thousands of the person and the censorship of the newspaper and the press, and the public opinion was against Congress, Jayaprakash Narayan became the popular symbol of restoration of democracy, safe democracy. The formation of Janata Party also ensured that non-Congress votes would not be divided. It was evident that the going was tough for the Congress, because a new party was formed just after the emergency, split in the Congress, and few of the important leaders from the Congress that they left and joined Janata Dal. Means whatever the incident taken place just before the election, everything against Congress. Yet the final result took everyone by surprise. For the first time since independence, the Congress party was defeated in the Lok Sabha election. Because in 1951-52 the election started, and till that it was the Indian National Congress, or the Congress, they ruled the state, they ruled the country. For the first time, non-Congress government was formed. The Congress party was defeated in the Lok Sabha election. जहां पे कांग्रेस 400 सीट लेके आता था, 540 सीट में से 400 सीट, 390 सीट, 395 सीट, उस जगह पे they are reduced into a small party of 154 seats. Its vote share goes down to 35%. Usually it was more than 50%. It goes down to 35%. The Janata Party and its allies own 330 seats out of 544 seats. Overwhelming victory. And what are the number of seats that alliances has to secure in order to form the government? 273. Janata Party itself owned 295 seats, clear majority with the Janata Party, and with the alliances 330. In North India, it was a massive electoral victory. The Congress lost in each and every constituency in Bihar. पूरा बिहार शिफ्ट हो गया, उत्तर प्रदेश खाली हो गए, दिल्ली, हरियाणा एंड पंजाब इस जगह पे तो एक भी सीट नहीं जीत पाए. Like it was the condition we could have find out in last two general elections. Almost गुजरात क्लीन स्वीप हो जाता है, बिहार ऑलमोस्ट क्लीन स्वीप हो जाता है, यूपी ऑलमोस्ट क्लीन स्वीप कर लेता है बीजेपी. So like that was a clean sweep being done. Indira Gandhi was defeated from Raebareli, as was her son Sanjay Gandhi from Amethi. दोनों ही जो contest किए थे, संजय गांधी एंड इंदिरा गांधी, दोनों ही हार गए elections. And I was talking about in my previous class, you might remember, for the first time in the history of India, even till date in the history of India, अगर कोई incumbent prime minister अगर election से हारे हैं, that is Indira Gandhi, and it proved itself the anger of the people. It's the referendum against Indira Gandhi. It's a referendum against unconstitutional practices, illogical work, and undemocratic work being done by the government. And it's a lesson not only for Indira Gandhi or Congress, it's a lesson for all the political party, right? And it's strengthened the political system of the democracy in India. And the world also, they realize or come to know that though India is an infancy in terms of democracy, but the people, they knew the value of democracy, the principles of democracy. But if you look at the map showing the result, if you are having the book, you can turn on page number 121. You can see all green ones. That's the victory of Janata Dal in the state assemblies also. And the rest of the things, yellow, it belongs to Congress, Indian National Congress, and rest of things are there. It retained many seats in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Odisha, and virtually swept through the southern state. There are many reasons for this. To begin with, the impact of emergency was not felt equally in all the states. Even if you might have found out, even the impact of the emergency was not being found in southern part of India. Even the political system or the electoral system, even still today in the southern India, is a little bit different. You could find out it's a little bit different. It's more or less, you can say, dominated by the regional parties, except Karnataka. If you can leave Karnataka, rest of these states, you can say, and a little bit of the Kerala, you can say. Otherwise, most of the states in the southern part of the India, it was being dominated by the regional parties. And during the time of the emergency also, hardly they had impact in this area. To force relocations and the displacement, the forced sterilizations, and mostly concentrations in the northern states, but more importantly, North India has experienced some long-term changes in the nature of political competition. The middle caste from North India were beginning to move away from Congress, and the Janata Party became a platform for many of this section of the society, which they came together. In this sense, the election of 1977 were not merely about the emergency, but also a new change, a new dimensions to the dimension to Indian political system. And कोई एक powerful party, powerful oppositions बनना शुरू हो गया. Maybe you can say the government was very short run government, but in long run वही चीज आज भी जो देख रहे हैं तो उसी समय का ही देन है. The Janata Dal government had come to the power after 1977 election, was far from cohesive. After the election, there was stiff competitions among three leaders for the post of the prime minister. See, if any of the party is not organized, not well organized, and they don't have experience, उनको परेशानी कहाँ से होता है? रूलिंग के लिए परेशानी होता है. जीत तो गए, लेकिन how can they rule? They don't have experience, more or less. Number one. Number two, you can say all the top leaders of the party, they wanted to become the prime minister, and वो जो कुर्सी के खींचा-खींची में सरकार खत्म हो जाता है and party टूट जाता है. वही हुआ. Morarji Desai was the rival of Indira Gandhi since 1966-87. Charan Singh, the leader of Bharatiya Lok Dal and the former leader from UP, and Jagjivan Ram, who had the vast experience as a senior ministers in the Congress government. Eventually, Morarji Desai became the prime minister. दोनों के बीच में fight हुआ, and Morarji Desai became the prime ministers. But that did not bring the power struggle within the party to end. जो एक power hunger, power struggle था जनता दल में, क्योंकि it's an umbrella organization, ढेर सारे लोग एक साथ आके सरकार बनाए हैं. उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव, उनका प्रिंसिपल्स, इनका कोई भी चीजें मैच नहीं करता, एजेंडा, विजन कुछ भी मैच नहीं करता. The opposition of the emergency could keep the Janata Party together only for a while. Its critics felt that the Janata Party lacked directions, leadership, and common program. This is very true. The Janata Party government could not bring about fundamental change in policies from those pursued by Congress. This is very true. If the Congress, they are having some principle, अगर सेम चीजें को वही जो पॉलिसीज हैं, वही सब एजेंडा को ही आप चलाओगे, तो व्हाट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन यू एंड कांग्रेस? Janata Party split and the government, which was led by Morarji Desai, lost its majority less than 18 months. 18 महीने के अंदर जो vast majority के साथ आया था, सरकार बना था, खत्म हो गया. Another government headed by Chaudhary Charan Singh. Assurance of the support of the Congress Party. But the Congress Party later decided to withdraw its support, with the result that Charan Singh government could remain in power for just 4 months. 18 plus 4, 22 months. इतना बड़ा इलेक्शन, ह्यूज मार्जिन ऑफ विक्ट्री से आके सिर्फ 22 महीने का सरकार रह गया उनके पास. कांग्रेस पार्टी लेड बाय इंदिरा गांधी nearly repeated in the great victory in 1977. It won 353 seats and came back to the power. The experience of 1977-79 taught another lessons in the democratic politics. Government that are seen to be unstable and quarrelsome are severely punished by the voters. Or experience. See what this is what otherwise known as the maturity of the voters. Maturity of the Indian democratic system. Maturity of all the voters. Maybe that India is said to be one of the largest illiterate country and having democracy. In spite of that, see the maturity of the voters. इंदिरा गांधी को हराया इसलिए गया था क्योंकि आपने गलत किया, अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रैक्टिसेस किया. जनता दल जब इलेक्शन में फिर से आया इसलिए हार गया क्योंकि लोगों का एक्सपेक्टेशंस आप फुलफिल न करे, अपना एक्सपेक्टेशंस को आगे रखे. हर कोई अपॉर्चुनिस्ट बने आप, और आपस में आप लड़ाई लड़ते रहे, इसलिए लोग सेकंड जब इलेक्शन में आए तो आपको रिजेक्ट कर दिए. दिस इज व्हाट द मैच्योरिटी इन द डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम, एंड दैट्स प्रेजवर्दी. बट इट वाज ओनली इन अ केस ऑफ रिटर्न ऑफ इंदिरा गांधी. Between the election 1977 and 1980, the party system has changed dramatically. ऐसा नहीं है कि इंदिरा गांधी को एक बड़ा धक्का नहीं लगा, ब्लो नहीं हुआ, पार्टी सिस्टम को बदल दी. 1969, the Congress Party had starting shedding its character as an umbrella party which accommodated leaders and workers of the different ideological directions and viewpoint. The Congress Party now identified itself with a particular ideology, claiming to be the only socialist and pro-poor. Thus, this was with this early 1970s, the Congress political success depend on attracting people on the basis of the sharp social and ideological divisions and the appeal of one leader, Indira Gandhi. So they changed their ideology. जहाँ सभी को accommodate करके चलते थे, सभी leaders को एक साथ लेके चलते थे, ideology बदल दी ये लोग. One leader and कुछ specific section of the society को पकड़ते हुए चले. That's so-called, you can say, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, basically. With the change of the nature of the Congress Party, there are other opposition parties rail more and more what is known as Indian politics as non-Congressism. They also realized that the need for avoid a division of non-Congress voters in the elections. This factor played a major role in the election of 1977. In an indirect manner, the issue of the welfare of the backward caste also began a dominant politics since 1977. As we saw above, the result of 1977 elections were the last party, partly due to a shift among the backward caste of North India. Following the Lok Sabha elections, many states also had assembly election in 1977. Again, the northern states elected non-Congress government in which the leaders of the backward caste played very important role. The issue of reservations for the other backward caste OBC became very controversial in Bihar. Following this, the Mandal Commission was appointed by Janata Dal government at the center. We'll read in later period of the time. The elections after the emergency set off the process of the change in the party system. The emergency and the periods around, it can be described as a period of constitutional crisis because it had its origin in the constitutional battle over the jurisdictions of the parliament and the judiciary. On the other hand, it was also a period of the political crisis. The party in power had absolute majority, and yet its leadership decided to suspend the democratic process, like the emergency. Indira Gandhi having absolute authority and absolute power with the majority. In spite of that, she dissolved the Lok Sabha and went for emergency. The makers of the Indian Constitution trusted that all the political party would basically abide by the democratic norms, even during the emergency. When the government would use extraordinary power, it use, its use would be within the norms of the rule of law. These expectations lead to the wide and open-ended powers given to the government in the times of the emergency. These were abused during the emergency, right? Because the provisions being given in the emergency, you can say, whatever the provisions being given, extraordinary power being given to the government, and it was in expectations the extraordinary power being given that जो भी गवर्नमेंट होगा इस पावर का सही यूज करेगा, अब्यूज ना हो उसका, लेकिन ऐसा हुआ नहीं. These were abused during the emergency, and this political crisis was more serious than the constitutional crisis. Another critical issues that emerged during this period was the role and extent of the mass protest in the parliamentary democracy. There was clearly a tension between institutions-based democracy and democracy based on spontaneous popular participation or a spontaneous popular movement. And then from that particular time, the spontaneous movement being started, and still it's continuing. Lots of movement groups you can find out in India. This tension may be attributed to the inability of the party system to incorporate the aspirations of the people. In the 2 chapters that followed, we shall study some of the manifestations of the tensions in particular. So this is all about. See, that's why this particular chapter is very rightly being said that the crisis of democratic order. Kya parishani hua tha? Because this is very true that declaration of emergency is not an issue. But you are having majority, you are ruling the country, there is no opposition. In spite of the why there was a need for the emergency. And even if during the emergency you are having, you got extraordinary authority and power, why those authority and powers were being misused? And those powers and authority being misused, and immediately the election being conducted, and people has given their referendum against you. So it proved that you are unconstitutional. On the other hand, in the election, the party come with, you can say, huge margin of votes, but unfortunately, in 22 months, the government gone. Because political system or a politics is not individualism. It goes with group, party, agenda, policies. So that was the problem with the Janata Dal. And maybe the first-hand experience, that's why they failed. But if you become opportunistic, you can say, and if there is a struggle within the party, among the organizations, then public also in the next time they are going to reject you, because we also want a stable government, a 5-year stable government. This is all about the chapter. Soon I will be sending you the question answers, the PDF of the question answer of this particular chapter. If you can check your app, already I started uploading, you can say, almost all those